So this is going to be a little kind of instructional thing on triads on these middle strings, D, G, and B, which I really just started to learn a couple weeks ago. So I came up with this thing. You can fit it all in there. I'm just using my iPhone here, so totally unprofessional, but anyway, that's what I do. But you can take a screenshot of this, and I'll kind of explain it. So we've got the keys, the straight, the diagonal. These are always going to be in order as far as the shapes we're talking about, up and down the neck. And then the straight shape, diagonal shape to the keys, and the diagonal to the key to the straight. What I mean by the Keith is the Keith Richards thing. It's kind of this shape, because he did a lot of this. He's pretty much known for a lot of that stuff. So anyway, what you can do is you can do just these shapes. That's a straight shape. It'd be like an A right here. And that goes into the diagonal, like this. And that goes up to the Keith. And I'll show you a way to remember these distances too. This one to the diagonal, straight to the diagonal, is 4 frets. That's from the start of it, like this first fret, to the start of this one, 4th fret. This one, the diagonal to the Keith, is 5 frets, so we got the 4th, goes up there to the 8th, yep. And the Keith, at the 8th here, is going to go all the way up to 6 frets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a way, if you get good, you can see. First thing you want to do is memorize the shapes that are in order. And that was at the beginning of the video. Straight, up and down, diagonal. Oops. Nice thing is you can go anywhere too. So you notice that's the first fret, where the root is going to be what, A flat. But it works anywhere. You can go to the 4th fret, to the diagonal, to the Keith. And you can also change it around. So here we'll start with the diagonal, which goes into the Keith, 5 frets. And the Keith goes into the straight, 6 frets. And you can do the Keith up here. We'll just start somewhere else here. This is going to go way up the neck, but this is, the root is right there. Is that a F sharp, G flat? Keith goes into the straight. I always think of that as Keith kind of went straight for a while when he got his blood transfusion. And then he went back to being Keith. Let's see. To straight. Yeah, 6 frets. That's a 6. I'm going to give it a 12 fret. Wait a minute. There we go. Why didn't that work? 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's total frets, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's... There's your straight, so Keith to straight, straight to diagonal. It's a little shorter 4. And I just do this because you get pretty good at moving fast, you know. Just the locations, getting your fingers used to those shapes. I mean, I've only been at this kind of a couple of weeks, and it's really gotten a lot better moving around. But I'm not saying, you know, don't learn the roots and that. I got other videos on where the roots are at, and you know, more like the theory of figuring it out, because that's the best way to learn the fretboard, in my opinion, to start doing these where these roots are at on all the frets. So I think what I might try to do is do a short and maybe fly through some of these once I get a little bit better at them. Okay, good luck.